looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big-time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here. Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
So he got him swinging. John Lester is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. No balls and one strike. The windup and the 0-1. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field.
If you don't eat a meat, you can't have any pudding. How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Now batting, third baseman.
In now, Chris Bryant. Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You know, Dino, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
As a pitcher, you got to feel good that you had him out front. Even though he didn't pot commit on that one, it opens up a lot of weapons for you to go high fastball or throw even a better off-speed pitch.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. Full count now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now a slider in there for a called third strike. And there are 2 gone now. Stepping in, Javier Baez. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. From the script. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall. He pulls into second safely as a run will score on the play as well.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Teheran sets. Here he comes 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a relay to the plate is in time. And he's cut down at the plate. Coming to the plate now, Nick Markakis. 1-for-2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. In there at the letters 0-1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
And now the Atlanta number 4 hitter, Josh Donaldson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team meeting right after this one?
A ball and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Chad Sabatka enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 61.
Stepping in, Albert Almora. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Leading off.
First pitch of the at bat.
The center
A
fielder,
changeup floats
Albert
outside here for ball 1.
Almora.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. The 1-1 home is a fastball well off the plate, but offered at for a strike.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. So striding forward now, Kike Hernandez. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
No balls and a strike to count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Hernandez, a 27-year-old. He was taken in the 6th round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Kike Hernandez goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Line toward the alley in left center, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. On to Dansby Swanson will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Too high, and it's 3-0.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
And a good take there, as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1.
All right, all you're asking for as an offense is a chance. Well, your leadoff man has certainly done his part. He's gotten on base. You have to start clawing back into this game right now if you're going to find a way.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Popped up. Bryant is there for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Braves go down. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. At the plate, John Lester. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
1-2 now. The 1-2. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the third time. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Kyle Schwarber. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. The wind-up and the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Parsons, a right-hander going 6'5". He's a second-year big leaguer. Squared that one up just a little late. The 0-2 once more. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 4 runs, 8 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Parsons has compiled over 65 innings of work and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s.
Hey, we all love home runs and gappers, but I love the mano-a-mano right here. 5 foul balls in this at bat. He continues to make this pitcher work.
Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2. Striding into the box, Chris Bryant. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball. Offers it that one a little late, and it's 2-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To short. Swanson picks it up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs are so coming to the plate, Alex Jackson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready on 1-2. Hops this one up. Rizzo has a play. 1 down.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Matt Joyce now. His past history against John Lester. He's a .333 hitter. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Now Lester's 0-1. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Fouled off. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 8th inning now from Wrigley. Cubs lead in front of their home faithful as you get a look at the line score to see how we got to this point. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Into the air, back behind second. And an easy play there from Moustakas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Braves. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Johnny Venters is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 48.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone. So 1 gone here in the Chicago 8th, and into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. Hit in the air down the right field line. Markakis sprinting after it, but this will land untouched. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Gardner. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know.
And now they've got him in a rundown. And they got him at second base on a good, smart play that time. Standing in now, Mike Moustakas. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. And Joyce will put this one away, and the inning is over. We'll see. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Sliced hard down the left field line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double. He's set. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty B. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given up to this point.
Craig Kimbrell takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Josh Donaldson is retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Dansby Swanson is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. A crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Chicago Cubs win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. John Lester earns his league-best 14th win, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now.
Inside the Show with your host, Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Chicago Cubs allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the visiting Braves 4-1. The Pittsburgh Pirates stopped their 6-game losing streak as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-4. The Seattle Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 3-1. The Washington Nationals put together 10 total hits as they took down the Fish in Miami 5-3. The Phillies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the visiting Mets 3-2. Hyunjin Ryu grabbed win number 9 this year as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. Luke Weaver pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as Arizona grabbed the win over the Giants 4-1. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. The Rays set 3 balls into the seats as they pulverized the Twins 11-0. Sean Kelly won his 5th game out of the bullpen, leading the Rangers over Detroit 2-1. The A's grabbed 13 hits in the game as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 5-2. And that'll do it for today. Enjoy the games, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
No time to mess around. Oh, just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down. I found a preacher man to help me understand what we are doing here. And now the years have passed, been to the moon and back, and all I've realized, I don't know how I ended up so close to where I started. I went to war for peace of mind, but what's it for? I'm dancing on a tightrope. No time to mess around. Oh, just trying to let my mind go. I'm never coming down. I'm never coming down. I'm never coming down. Just always stay in between the lines. Mama said be quiet if you can see something nice. Just always say.
Live from the banks of the Ohio, we welcome you to Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, it's a matchup from the NL Central between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Amir Garrett gets the call for Game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr.
Leading off
He'll
the
get
Cubs,
us started in this one
the center
under the
fielder,
lights.
Albert Almora.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count. And guys, as we
First
take a
pitch,
look at the Reds
7-11.
entering play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and then it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. The 1-2 is a fastball taken high for a ball. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He was 1 for 4 with a 2-bagger in yesterday's game. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Almora stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses for the second ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Digging in, Anthony Rizzo. And he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series. Really swinging it well.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
And now on 2-0, you just can't lay a fastball in there, or he could make it 3-0 before you know it. It's all about limiting the damage in this situation.
3-0 to him now. Let it rip that time 3-0, but the fastball's by him. 3-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Baez. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. From the stretch. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. And so much for our first run of the ball game. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Giro, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
This team does it a little bit different, Matty. They're not going to drive the ball out of the ballpark. They are dead last in home runs. Usually a bad sign. But they can score in a variety of different ways. They got guys with great approaches, and they try and move and manufacture runs as well as they can. Be on the lookout for the little things today.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Ball 1 as the changeup misses well off the inside. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, based on that swing, I'd say this guy's got his A-game fastball working right now. The only way you're going to get to that pitch is you got to make an adjustment and get that front foot down a little earlier.
And this one's in the dirt, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Cubs strand a couple. It's the Cubs 0 with the Reds. And here's Jose Peraza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Reds, the shortstop.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Backhanded. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. For the moment here in Cincy, let's take a glance at the Reds starting lineup in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, without question right here. This lineup's been struggling. Some bad approaches at the plate from top to bottom. They need the first 2 guys in the order to ignite this offense if they're going to have a chance of breaking out of this malaise.
In now for the Reds, Scott Schebler, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the 1st inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Again, a 1-2. Sent on the ground out to 2nd. He'll whip this one to 1st in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here's Matt Kemp now. He'll get us started in the top of the 2nd.
The left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Ready to deliver. Here's the 1st pitch.
That's away.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Outside, 3-0 now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. High in the air out to center field. On the move is Puig. He gets to it and makes the catch for the 1st out.
Time for a look at the Cincinnati Reds on D. And let's focus our attention on 1st baseman Joey Votto. I don't think this guy gets enough credit for his defense because he's so dynamic on the offensive side, but one of the most prepared players in our sport, and half of that is definitely attributed to the defensive side of the ball.
The 2nd baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that means the plug-and-play utility man Kike Hernandez will bat next. The 0-1 pitch. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw goes to Votto over at 1st. It's in time to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. He's ready. Here's the 1st offering.
The 3rd
Hard hit ball to 2nd. Hernandez on the grass. And he will whip this one over to 1st in time for the out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the 3rd baseman over 2nd base and the right fielder to play 3rd base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
A 1-1 count to Puig. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Count still at 1-2. Here's a ball for Rizzo over at first. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Ready now for Cincinnati. Jesse Winker trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch is a sinker for a called strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2. And if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And another foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Reds are down in order. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Fastball just missed above the zone. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So 1 away here with the bases empty. And into bat next is Albert Almora. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Now batting, Chris Bryant. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 gets him looking. Strike 3. Cubs are down. At the plate, Derek Dietrich, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home 3rd.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they appreciate it. Liner toward right center. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Reds, and it's going to be for extra bases. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not what he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Barnhart leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Striding in once again, Jose Peraza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Fouled away. Ready to deliver the 1-2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Rizzo is retired and there's one away.
The batter, number 9.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And into bat next, the versatile weapon Javier Baez. And he lays off there 1-0.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, that's a pretty good pitch right there, that backdoor slider. That's a very difficult pitch to throw, and particularly throw for a strike. Just missed that outside corner right there, but a good pitch and a tough take there by the hitter.
The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
The catcher, number 4.
When it left his bat, I thought it might squirt foul, but it hugged the line and found its way into the corner. Thought it might be a little bit closer play at second, but he cruised in there with relative ease.
Into the box, Wilson Contreras. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Comes set with the 0-1. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Schebler on the move. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, in a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
Here's Jason Hayward now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. Oh, he rips this one the other way, but caught down there at third. Needed just a little more height on that one, but instead the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Digging in to try it again, Scott Schebler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Ready with the 0-2. And he struck him out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In is Joey Votto now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. lifted the other way down the left field line. Kemp is after it, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The third baseman, number 7.
So 2 are gone now for the Reds in their half of the 4th. And into the batter's box next, a guy who's developed into one of the big-time power hitters in the league, Eugenio Suarez. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Great change up there in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And the throw to first ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They trail this one 1-0. Into the box now, Kike Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Dietrich will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Next for the Cubs.
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound.
Your attention, please.
And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight.
Tyler.
So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And he lays off for ball 1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The center field.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Albert Almora. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Almora with an even count, 2-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And now is Yasiel Puig. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. The next 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Yasiel Puig is retired for the first out in the bottom half of the 5th. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2. Right side hit hard. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a one-out single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
The second for one. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in now, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
The windup and the 0-1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Still 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down in the zone, get himself back in this count.
And the 2-1. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him 2 down.
The batter, number 9.
Here's Javier Baez. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So they'll get a 2-out base runner here as we check out the list of the best hitting teams roughly midway through the season. And you can see that the Cubs are currently tops in the NL in that department. Now at the plate, Wilson Contreras. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball. Standing in, Tucker Barnhart. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Now another 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Hit out towards second. Hernandez fields it cleanly, and there's 1 down now. Nick
Your
Senzel
attention, please.
will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with
15.
one gone in the inning. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Comes in here right at 260. 3 homers and 23 driven in.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Seared down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
You don't see that too often.
batter, number 9.
You're starting to get in swing mode and you start fouling off multiple pitches. You'll swing at the rosin bag if he'll throw it. Nice job by the offensive player to get himself a base hit.
Jose Peraza comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Scott Schebler is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Still 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Digging in once again, Joey Votto. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation, and seems like it. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the tying run is in to score from third.
That's just your classic Revy knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
No balls and 1 strike. Peraza at third. Schebler over at second. Votto is over at first with 1 away. Here's another 0-2. And he popped him up. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And to score is the runner from third. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
The right fielder, number 56.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. When you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Steve Cishek is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only 1 man out. Yasiel Puig is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now 3-1. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. Rounded softly down the line toward first. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Grounder down the line at third. Bryant is up with it. One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases loaded jam. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with the report as we get set for the top of the 7th. Heidi?
And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really happy with how many balls they've hit hard and on a line. Looking at the numbers, they've had 7 total line drives. And even though some of those have resulted in outs, he says it's that kind of consistent contact that leads to W's in the standings.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Jared Hughes is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. The 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher. Here now the 2-2. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Now in the box, Matt Kemp, his career line against Jared Hughes. He's 1 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball. Hughes has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. There to make the play is Puig for route number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward. No hits to this point. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Now batting.
So striding in, Kike Hernandez. It was a fly out for him, and Mike Moustakas will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Mike Moustakas.
Weak grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw on Nevada will take care of him at first, and the side. Mike Moustakas will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Number 16,
Mike Montgomery gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. No problem here. 1 away.
now batting, catcher.
Striding in, Tucker Barnhart. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. And that misses inside. 1-0. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Barnhart, a runner at second with 1 away. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Almora in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
The batter, number 9.
So a runner at second, 2 down now. And digging into bat next, it'll be Jose Peraza. No balls and a strike to count. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Bryant will put this one away, and the side is retired. Raisel Iglesias has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Kyle Schwarber is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Comes in with an average of 265. A dozen home runs and 31 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. And that misses 1-1. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Almora.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. His lifetime numbers against Iglesias, he's gone 2 for 5. He's taken him deep once. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 2-1 home is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hips started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
Full count, 3-2. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Into the box now, Chris Bryant. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strike. Dallas Keuchel will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 60, Dallas Keuchel.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. The 1-1. High and deep to left center field. Back goes Kemp, still ranging back. And it's gone as they add still another.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the 8th. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. And this is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. Ball 1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
3-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Ready now, Yasiel Puig. He singled his last time up. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Fouled away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. 1 more for the Reds, and it comes on this. Michael Lorenzen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. Ready for another shot now, Anthony Rizzo. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
1-1 the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
Lorenzen, a California-born ball player who was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
I love these grinder at bats right here. Kind of a la Wade Boggs in the early 80s, where he would just foul off strikes that he didn't want to hit and wait for that pitch he was certainly sitting on and drive it off the monster.
Swing and a liner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The batter, number 9.
So stepping in, Javier Baez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
A ball and a strike now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Runner at second, 1 away. And stepping up to hit next, the catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's set. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Puig coming on, but this will land untouched. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 2-2. Cue shot here out towards short. Well, on to first gets him, and that means the Cubs are down to their final out now. Ready once again, Matt Kemp. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's a .333 hitter. He also has 1 home run. Got him reaching a bit too far after that one. It's strike 1.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch, just like that one.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. And he'll make the catch there to end it. And the Reds have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game.
Count me in, Cole. Right here. Yeah, bounce, bounce. My boy, my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. Yeah, man. Hey, look, yo, okay. Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hole. Like, baby, where the A. Thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor ain't penetrated. I give back a hate. Poof, get out of here. I say congratulations, your old renovated. You lazy, my boy. Why you hating my guy? You bought her come back or something. She come and play with your heart. I'm far from a popular artist, one of the hardest, no less than I saw your and I caught it blow like a cardigan sweater. Call it whatever you want. I got my revenue up in Beverly Hills. My ceilings like the Beverly Brothers. Since day one, for Lauren been the same one. I came up in them go-go's, most of them was afraid of. Now, Mo say that. Now, Mo say that. But when your will is a fortune, you never gotta say that. Don't be talking too much. These copy too much. These cardio crazy. Chasing clout must be tough. Yeah, I wrote me a dozen. Got me up. I raise my hand and raise your family's up. I'm playing. These don't be no gangsters. They be paying it. Yeah. They ain't dead. They just moved to the county. Them out that S-class. I guess you don't see the problem. I know every who and every hoodle I'm around them. What you call a piece of mind? I call a picture for a hold up. Yeah, I'm in my luggage, hold up. Boy, I'm on the runway like I'm Ducky, hold up. Prolific, really be living my lyrics. So tell me who did it this big and who ain't about to slow up. My boy, 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 my boy.
Who gon' bring my crown? And who gon' try to f with me? Off the ground, can't get enough of me. I don't play around, don't got that type of luxury. Going down, it ain't no killing.
Hey, you ready? You grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready. You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready.